agricultural landscape. Agricultural expansion since thousands of years had led to biodiversity loss in many biomes. However, we also see that there are landscape transformation and fragmentation of natural habitat. There is also non-cropped areas, watercourses, and air quality. There has been drastic decline in the animal population, negatively impacting agricultural livelihoods. However, some of the agricultural practices, such as crop combinations and applications of fertilizers and pesticides, also impact on below ground biodiversity. The report also emphasizes that it's important to maintain the agricultural landscape, as agriculture can sometimes maintain rare species in semi-natural habitats, so even that's important. Now let's look at the dry land. Dry lands are said to be less diverse than other ecosystems. However, they contain thousands of species that are highly adapted to the dryland environment. Dryland species are highly resilient and recover quickly from drought, fire, and herbivore pressure. We are witnessing worldwide desertification, which is also known as land degradation in drylands. Dryland degradation has many causes, including human conflicts. We see that large amount of waste, garbage, and toxic material were dumped and burnt in the desert ecosystem due to war, drought, overgrazing, overuse of groundwater, and unsustainable agricultural practices also impose extra pressure on the dryland. There are numerous impacts of degradation of semi-arid and arid landscapes, such as availability of fresh water, food production, also affects the species and genetic resources. Because of desertification, we witness impact on soil health and vegetation, which eventually affects us. Salinization also happens, which is a major problem in this biomes. Let us now see forests. We all know that forests provide habitat for large numbers of animals and plant species, contribute a range of ecosystem services, provide essential regulation services, and we have seen all this. Deforestation and forest degradation is happening at a large scale, and it's increasingly causing threats to species diversity. And this is all happening due to demands of biomass, urban expansion, agriculture, energy, mining, and transportation development. So when we do EIA, you look at all these aspects. If deforestation and degradation continue, the forest can convert to a source of carbon itself. There will be loss of livelihood. There are direct health consequences of deforestation, ranging from physical and mental well-being. Forest loss increases exposure to infectious disease, including malaria and other vector-borne parasites. Let us now look at mountains. The report indicates that the mountain range covers around 32% of the terrestrial space of planet and provide multiple ecosystem services. Mountain habitats at lower elevation are more biodiverse. We observe habitat degradation and fragmentation, and it has impacted many mountain ecosystems. We may note that the mountain ecosystems are especially vulnerable to climate change. The recorded impacts include shift in species ranges and composition. Climate-induced warming can change ecosystem functioning. In the figure given, you may see ecosystem function that mountain provides. On the side, look at India. As per the analysis, the supply is low and the demand is high. As per the report, mountain areas today are under